The body was set aside to cure for a couple of days, and in the meantime I could move on to the interior. All of the parts were cut out of the sprues, cleaned up a little bit where necessary, and then I applied a nice coat of primer. The interior on these Skylines are not really that easy to replicate, as they have a lot of different colors all over the place. The seat inserts are a kind of blue-gray purplish color, so I've just picked one that was the closest and started painting all the inserts. I let the inserts dry for a bit and started painting some of the matte black parts in between. Once the insert parts were dry enough, I could move on to carefully masking it up with some masking tape, cutting around it to correct the shape of course, and then move on to painting the rest of the colors on those parts as well. The inserts for on the door panels were of course masked off too. This was done pretty much freehand, as they aren't really replicated all that well on the interior that Tamiya did. Now these need to be painted black along with the center console and the rear parcel shelf, and the rest of the seats, like the front seats and the rear seats, need to be painted in a sort of gray, light, dark-ish color, sort of like this one. So again, I let the black dry for a bit, masked off all the areas that didn't need to be painted gray, and then could carefully start painting the gray as well. With all of the parts now painted in the correct colors, I could carefully start unmasking and moving on to the next stage, and that is toning the whole interior down a bit with some flat clear coat. Now the seats are cloth in these GTRs, and this didn't really look like cloth but more like leather, so I decided to add a matte clear coat on top to again tone it down a bit and give it a bit of a rougher, mattish, sort of cloth-like texture and look. I have seen multiple variants of color for the carpet in these cars. Some were gray, some were black. I decided to go a middle in between, use a dark grayish look for the base, and then add the anthracite flocking on top to finish it off. It's not really dark black, it's not really bright gray. Again, it's somewhere in between, and I think it suits the look really well. With all of the main colors and details now painted on, I could move on to the finer detailing, starting off with a small decal for the gauges, and then adding some extra detail to the dashboard, giving the vents and buttons a bit of a different shade of black, just to make them stand out a little bit, not too much, but it's just a nice detail to add. There are also a couple of small gauges and screens on that center console part, which got a glossy top coat with some clear from Tamiya and a toothpick. The small button in the center for the hazard lights is also quickly touched up with some red. On the top of the seats, sort of where the headrest is supposed to be, there is of course a hole on these seats, and that is a kind of purple bluish tint on the actual ones, so I mixed up a custom mix. Not really sure what it exactly is supposed to be, but I painted it on. It was a bit too bright, so later on I dulled it down just a touch, but it is a nice extra small detail. Not really visible, but for the perfectionist it is a cool touch to add. For some additional details, I decided to add in some seat belts, no buckles, just the belts themselves, as that is a nice little detail by itself, and it wouldn't really be visible after all of the parts were assembled and the interior was put into the body, as most of the windows will be tinted really dark like the one used in the movie as well. The seats are in place, and that is pretty much it for this interior. Onto the chassis and final details for the body in the next couple of videos.